Six Flags Great Adventure is home to an impressive assortment of coasters. Some elite, others not so much. So let's kick back and find out which is which in today's top 10. Now, Six Flags is home to 12 roller coasters, so not everything can make this list. So before we begin, here's an honorable mention to Harley Quinn Crazy Train and the Runaway Mine Train. Number 10. The Dark Knight coaster is a steel-enclosed wild mouse from Mack Rides, and it's okay, I guess. The only thing keeping this ride from being forgettable is the passable theming on the ride and in the queue itself. I still get a kick out of Aaron Eckhart reprising his role as Harvey Dent from the 2008 film. It's just a shame with so much theming centered around the Joker, there's no actual Joker in it, due to Heath Ledger's unfortunate passing. Still, the ride isn't without its pros. It's a good starter ride for young enthusiasts looking to test their might before reaching for the stars with Nitro or Toro, and the dark ride aspect of the ride helps sell the thrills for smaller passengers. However, for the rest of us seasoned pros, it's a credit coaster through and through. And that's no joke. Number 9. Skull Mountain is a legacy. That is all. Respect the mountain. Number 8. Green Lantern is a B&M stand-up that originated in Kentucky Kingdom as Chang before moving to Great Adventure for the 2011 season. It is one of only 4 B&M stand-ups left in operation, and you can see why. These rides are brutal. Never mind the fact that the last thing I want to do after standing in line is stand up on the ride. This coaster is a headache-inducing mess that has my head banging, my calves aching, and my body begging for it to be over. I'd say it should follow suit and be converted, but Great Adventure already has a much better floor list than this coaster could ever offer. The only pros I have to offer this torture rack is an impressive vertical loop / Immelman combo. Number 7. The Joker is an SNS 4D free spin model that we previously covered in an earlier video. While I'm still not a fan of these models, this version at least goes balls to the walls and flipping you in every deranged way it possibly can. I have to admit that I do get a kick out of cresting the lift hill and immediately being thrown into a backflip, and then suspending facing the ground before being flipped back the way I started. It's dizzying, disorienting, and loads of fun. Unfortunately, the fun ends there, and the rest of the ride is a rinse and repeat to diminishing returns. Number 6. Superman Ultimate Flight is a B&M flying coaster that, as is custom for Six Flags, is a clone. The flying aspect is still to this day for me an out-of-this-world experience that has me smiling from pure joy while also holding on for dear life. And for a long time I held this ride in high regards, until I got on Manta at SeaWorld and saw what a flying coaster could really do with its terrain, which unfortunately knocks Superman down a few pegs for me. Don't get me wrong, I still love that ride, but the layout is kind of boring now. Flying coasters, I feel like, should definitely be terrain coasters that really let you feel that sensation, like Manta, or Tatsu, and Flying Dinosaur. Superman just kind of meanders around a grassy knoll. Just wish it did a little bit more with its environment. Number 5. Kingda is a strata coaster by Intamin, and the current tallest coaster in the world, and up until this year, the fastest. Now second fastest. Kingda is an intense blast to the face that skyrockets you 128 miles per hour and up a 456-foot tower to the heavens before plummeting back down to earth. It's over before you can blink, and while the speed and height are epic feats of ingenuity, I find myself avoiding this ride every time I visit. It's the perfect example that having the tallest and fastest coaster doesn't mean a thing. The thrill wears off fast, at least for me. It doesn't help that the over-the-shoulder restraints have my head beating against them like a blender. I much prefer Ka's smaller brother Dragster with the smoother launch and lap bar restraints. Number 4. Batman the Ride, a B&M inverted coaster, is perhaps the most sought-after clone in operation today. You can find this ride all over the world from America to Japan, and while normally that would drive me up a wall, the G-force is too good for me to be upset at having to ride clone after clone. The whippiness of the corkscrews and that back-to-back loop 0G roll loop combination help make this ride one of the most re-rideable coasters in any park it's built in. So far I've only had the pleasure of 2, this one at Magic Mountains, but the intensity of this coaster makes it the one clone I can't wait to ride again. Number 3. Bizarro is a B&M floorless coaster that opened in 1999 as the first of its kind, and what a way to set the standard. With tall sweeping inversions that flip you around a spacious plot of land, this coaster is everything you want a floorless coaster to be. There's a twisted first drop, fiery effects, and a diabolical near-miss element that all come together to thrill you in every way it can. The night rides on this coaster are not talked about nearly enough. It's rides like these that make B&M the standard bearer in the coaster game. Number 2. Nitro is a hyper coaster and our last B&M on the list. It's a smooth, fun, easily marathonable coaster. If practice makes perfect, then Nitro is B&M at their absolute best, with an awesome first drop, epic camelback hills, and a gray-out-inducing helix. The clamshells are also my favorite restraint on any coaster I've been on, allowing for maximum airtime while also maintaining safety. Great Adventure is my home park, and while all the crowds cut left when entering, they leave me wide open to marathon this feat of beauty for hours on end. Number 1. The Big Bad himself. El Toro is a wooden coaster by Intamin and one of the most relentless coasters I've ever been on. Seriously, this thing is insane. I always think of the line from Big Thunder Mountain, "This here's the wildest ride in the wilderness." Sorry, Big Thunder, but that crown belongs to this king. From the insane first drop to the fast-paced camelback hills to the mental low-to-the-ground turns, this ride is in your face and beats you into submission. It is not for the faint of heart. It is for the ultimate thrill seekers, the ones that laugh in the face of danger.
I laugh in the face of danger.
This is the ride that Back Row Crew was made for. That insane ejector airtime, it's better than sex.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Arnold, I would never. This ride is that good. And there you have it, my top 10 at Great Adventure. Let me know what you think of this list in the comments, what your top 10 would look like, and what you hope for in the future for Great Adventure after Jersey Devil opens. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you for the next adventure. And remember, this is just
One guy's opinion.